Howdy there, JoJo again, your Southern History honey. Welcome to our mini course on 1901, the year that everything went kaflooey. Bless my soul and call me a peony in a pig pen. It's January 1901. The calendar just flipped to a brand new century, and the world decided that why be boring when we can be downright chaotic? First up, January 1st, Australia finally tied the knot. Now listen here. 6 British colonies down under. New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland, South Australia, Tasmania, and Western Australia had been squabbling for years. But on New Year's Day 1901, they said enough fussing. They federated into one big, shiny Commonwealth. Edmund Barton became the first Prime Minister. Lord Hopetoun got sworn in as Governor General, and they threw a party in Centennial Park with fireworks and parades. Can you imagine? 6 rowdy colonies becoming one nation overnight. One people, one destiny. That's what their sign said. Lord have mercy, if that ain't optimism. I reckon the kangaroos were just as surprised as everyone else. Jumpin' Joeys, we're a country now. Next, and this one's a gusher, January 10th, springtop blows sky high in Beaumont, Texas. A bunch of wildcatters were drilling on a funny little hill called Spindletop. They hit oil at 1,139 feet, and whoosh, black gold. It shoots 100 feet in the air. 100,000 barrels a day, y'all. Rained oil for 9 days before they could cap that rascal with something called a Christmas tree. Not the pretty kind with ornaments, but one that is supposed to keep oil from coming out and turning your pasture into a slick mess. Before Spindletop, oil was mostly used for lamps and greasing wagon wheels. But after Texas became the place where folks went from being dirt poor to diamond-studded overnight, Beaumont turned into Boomtown. Companies like Gulf Oil and Texaco were born right out of that mess. Finally, January 20th, Queen Victoria goes to meet her maker. After 63 years on the throne, the longest reigning monarch Britain ever had up to that point, Queen Vic passed at Osborne House on the Isle of Wight. She had raised 9 children and ruled an empire and defined the stuffy Victorian era with her mourning black and the "we are not amused" face. Death was pure pandemonium. People poured into the streets crying, ships draped in black, and theaters emptied mid-show. Her son Bertie became King Edward VII, and suddenly the stiff old Victorian ways started loosening up into the fancy party-loving Edwardian age. Corsets got a little breathing room, and high society said time to dance. Poor dear Victoria. She outlived almost everyone she loved, including her precious Albert. But bless her, she held that empire together. Her passing was the official goodbye to the 19th century. The new one was already knocking with automobiles, oil, and federations. Ain't it funny how 1 month can flip the script? New countries, new riches, and a new king. 1901 was not messing around. Next time, we'll talk springtime disasters and newfangled license plates. Until then, keep smiling and keep learning.